Yeah, bring your A game this time, cause next sound studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands up all night. Here is where we shine, like stars that we are. Providing next sound, entertainment all night long. Hearing next sound, run that back, need it encore. Providing next sound, run that back cause they wanna see more. Here is where we shine, like stars that we are. Providing next sound, entertainment all night long. Hearing next sound, run that back, need it encore. Providing next sound, run that back cause they wanna see more. Hearing next sound. Oh look, your clip's going viral. Your page got flooded with followers.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Welcome to Next Sound Studio Live. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, be ready to be entertained as we are connecting independent music artists with their fans through their lyrics. Now, with our director, Will B. Walker, in the director's cut, I am your host, Leni, Sydir, and I'm going to be taking you on tonight's musical journey. Now, since you know more about us, let's talk about tonight's featured artist, who's also no stranger to the Next Sound Studio Live stage, as well as to myself. Morenito is an Afro-Latino New York native, born on the island of Puerto Rico through Dominican parents. His rich cultural heritage is the foundation of his unique sound, blending the vibrant rhythms of Puerto Rico with the soulful essence of the Dominican Republic and the dynamic energy of New York City. Morenito has made a name for himself across New York City's music scene, performing at many renowned venues such as Bowery Electric, Harlem Week Summer Stage, Major Stage, Fight Club, Drum, Harlem Shrine, and the list just goes on and on and on. His captivating performances and genre-fusing style have earned him a growing following and industry recognition. Now here he is with our director to discuss his current project as well as the first performance of the night.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome again. I'm Will B. Walker. I'm your director. I'm here with Morenito. He's the man of the hour. I know we may have seen him on set here before, but he's back. It's been a couple of years, so let's talk a little bit about what you've been up to over the last couple of years since the last time you took our stage.
Well, first and foremost, how everybody doing? Let's turn it up. Let's turn it up. Let's turn it up. Morenito, come. First and foremost, secondly, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. And the biggest thing that happened to me from the last time that you guys seen me here on camera to now is I'm a father now. So shout out to my baby boy. So family growing, creatively I'm growing, and that's all, everything in between, everything that falls into that.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this music a little bit and the songs that you performed here at Next Sound Studio Live. Let's start with Azul. Azul, we all know that, well, maybe not all know, but Azul is blue. Yeah. So I want to ask you first, why that color blue to represent this story about passion?
I'm a person that I stick with what stands out to me the most. And I feel like the color blue, if you know me, when I used to do comedy skits, like slightly before the music, I had a blue room, and my room was royal blue for like 10 years of my life, So with that being, my room being blue, and then my son's middle name is Royal, it's not because of royal blue, it's more like royalty, but, it's also ties into that. And I just feel like, everybody's standards of blue, you think of, if you're having a baby, you think of a boy. If you thinking of emotions, you thinking of sadness. And I feel like blue for me is just that color and that wow. So, that's all.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt some of these lyrics.
Okay.
So forgive my, work with me on my Spanish a little bit,
Me and the crowd here to help you.
So one of the lyrics say, "Ella trabaja y se patrocina."
Yes, sir.
So that's talking about independence, right?
Yeah.
And she taking care of herself. How important is that for you to have an independent partner, and what does that mean to you in a relationship?
Well, before I even answer that, I want the ladies in the crowd, how important is it for you to be an independent woman? Come on. And that's just dumb answering it as woman themselves. And as a man, you know, every man like to brag and we love to show off everything that we have. So if you my woman and you somebody that you come with that, that's a plus and everything. Because, you know, as confident as we all may seem, you know, everybody has their flaws, or there's something in the world that's gonna make you kind of feel like, you know, a little shy about, a little insecure about. But at the end of the day, if you're somebody that you can bring confidence to the confidence that I'm already bringing, then that's a plus for me, and you a trophy.
Another lyric that you mentioned is, ella tiene sazón y no usa sopita.
No usa sopita, nada de eso.
So explain that to a little bit. She has the seasoning, but she doesn't need. Talk to us a little bit about that.
It's just about, you know, just coming with that. It basically, just to put it into one word, is that flair. You know, she got that flair. Like everything you do, you put, oh, that's you. Like that shirt, it's just part of you. It's just, it's self-explanatory. Ella tiene sazón, you know, usa sopita. You know, some people come with that extra flavor, or you be like, hey, I need you to be in a room. And when you're in a room, they just captivate everything, and the energy and the ambiance. That's what that means, you know. And I love somebody that, you know, as an artist, you know, you kind of live in a spotlight. So if you somebody that got sazón, you know, usa sopita, then come on, my love, I need you here, like, you know.
I feel that all the way. And the song also talks a little bit about like being black and blue, like full of passion and aye. So let's talk a little bit about how important is that ferocity and that physicality versus the emotion, or how do they go hand in hand, or one before the other, or what's important for you right now?
I feel like right now, as you know, I'm 29, you know, so I'm walking into, you know, all right, so real fast, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I'll be like, oh, 30, God, your bones is, you know, but now that I'm walking into my 30s, I feel younger than ever.
Is passion more important than emotion, or emotion and passion, or how do you make the physical balance? What's important to you?
I feel like right now, at this very moment in my life, what's more important is the passion that you bring. Because emotion is emotions, and we can't control that. As much control that you have over your emotions and what you're feeling in the moment, something can happen right now, and you can't control yourself but to laugh, you know, and you can't control but to cry, and that's going to be that emotion. Versus that passion is anything. The world can be the world around you, but that love that you have for me, that fire that you like, that how you mesmerize me, that stands out for me, because it shows me that through anything and through everything, you still love me the way that you do. You still care for me in the ways that you do.
Perfectly explained, and here he is performing it right here, Next Sound Studio Live. It's Tre Morenito with Azul. We'll be back.
Yes, I feel the energy. I feel the energy. Thank you, Morenito. This one is called Azul by Morenito. Screaming. Let's work. Mami, me fascina como tú caminas y como me miras. De la forma que habla a mí me inspira. Un poco orgullosa, ella trabaja y se patrocina. Y me gusta, es independiente. Es gustosa, hace que la agarre y la deje negra y mira, ella se prende solita, no usa brasier, ella seña velita. Ella tiene su sazón y no usa sopita. Se mete las dos manos y le da goma a la tanguita. Se de la flamiga, los fines de semana salen todo bonita, todo bien. Mami, tírame más ahorita para ver si puedo debararte ahorita, yeah. Mami, me fascina como tú caminas y como me miras. De la forma que habla a mí me inspira. Un poco orgullosa, ella trabaja y se patrocina. Y me gusta, y hace que la agarre y la deje negra y azul. Azul, azul, azul. Let me hear it. Una vez más. Azul, azul. Let's go. Azul, 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 azul. Tú me tienes azul. Hace que la agarre y la deje negra. No sé No puedo decidir si quiero yo quedarme o salirme de aquí. Es riesgo que yo siempre corro, rápido yo borro, corriendo atrás de ti. No me conviene, no soy palomo, no, y siempre tengo mi gente conmigo. Le dije que hay que repetirlo, los momentos chulos que pasé contigo. Tu corazón lo sigo pagando yo, son las 5:25 y conmigo ya seguro. Y ahora quiero darle amores pa' que grite y llore. Después que terminamos yo le traigo flores. No comemos tarranda, es maniática esa vaina, a mí me encanta. Si ando recho ella no me aguanta, y pa' descansarla terminamos la garganta. Mami, me fascina como tú caminas y como me miras. De la forma que habla a mí me inspira. Un poco orgullosa, ella trabaja y se patrocina. Y me gusta, es independiente, es gustosa y hace que la agarre y la deje negra y azul. Can, 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 tu morenita.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I really hope you enjoyed that performance. What a way to open up the show. He is definitely talented and hella creative. I cannot wait to hear more from him later. But first, let's give it up to Next Sound Studio and B-Roll Visuals for allowing this awesome platform, y'all. Now listen, be sure you keep on tuning in each and every week so you don't miss out on awesome entertainment. And if you yourself are an independent music artist and you like to be a part of this amazing platform, make sure to submit your links to the QR code below, and don't forget to add all the music links that you want to be considered. Now, let's get back to tonight's featured artist. Beyond his solo work, Morenito is also known for his collaborations with talented artists like Sydir, me, Kevin Labata, Foreign, Eddie Vibes, and Kazi. His versatility and musical chemistry continue to expand his reach and influence. In Season 6, Episode 4 of the TV show Next Sound Studio Live, Morenito was featured as a guest, showcasing his distinct fusion of Afro-Latino roots and New York City flair. His appearance on the show highlighted his evolving artistry and cemented his status as a rising force in the music scene. Here he is with our director to discuss more about that performance, his next performance of the night, and everything else he has going on. Y'all give it up one more time for Morenito.
Another song that you performed here is 5:25 a.m.
Yes.
And in this song, you are up early in the morning. I don't know if it wanted to be late at night, early in the morning. Either way, you up with this thought of this person on your mind.
Yes.
I want to know first, is this like a first-hand account? Is there anybody that has had you stressed or worrying and up till 5:25 in the morning? And let's talk a little bit about the story behind the lyrics in this.
I feel like anybody that has kids understand what it is to worry for somebody, you know. But now, when we talking about a little bit spontaneous, a little bit more romantic, I'm a morning person, you know, and I have the most energy when I first wake up in the morning, you know. And, you know, they also say that your first thought and the last thought are your most two important thoughts of the day, you know. And I feel like everything is a domino effect. How you start your day. All right, you woke up, but did you do pop up off the bed? Then I feel like your day is gonna be a little bit more productive. It's gonna be going. Now, if you wake up, you know, and your first thing is, grab the phone. We all know, listen, ain't nobody here judging. When you wake up and first grab your phone, what does your day look like? It becomes that. You know? Not saying that you're on the phone, that is a problem either, that you're on the phone 12 hours throughout the day, but just notice the little difference. And I feel like that's why 5:25 a.m. is more important to me than 5:25 p.m. By 5:25 p.m., I'm already winding down.
Sounds good. Also, in this song, you talk about love basically healing a broken heart.
Yes.
So do you feel like it's possible that love can heal a broken heart, or do those scars tend to remain?
I do. I feel like love can heal anything, you know, but it also depends on your point of view of life and how much you could take and what's too much for you. You know, in my 9 to 5, you know, outside of music, you know, first of all, I have people that reached out to me with my comedy and say, oh my God, you know, the way that you joke, you know, your jokes has saved me from, you know, suicide and things like that. Now in my 9 to 5 that I work now, I do see that there's nothing else but love and just the people around you that makes you feel safe is really what's gonna save you. It could save you from depression, it could save you from a heartbroken, it could save you from worry, you know, all of that.
Another lyric. Okay, here we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this
Spanish.
again. We're gonna see how it goes. Haceme el paso el Sarina.
You got it.
That's right.
I'm el paso de sirena.
Sarena. It's
Yeah.
like a mermaid.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's like somebody moving with their move. I want to know if you have your own little move that you have when you ready to, like, you know, seduce somebody. Like what's the move like? Is it
I
like
do. I mean,
is it like what are we dabbing?
You
Like
know,
what are we
so
doing?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I am Caribbean, so I'll say wine in my waist. It's the first. It's my go-to
There's
thing.
your camera right there. Show the
Come on,
people.
little quick.
Show the people your
Hello,
dance move.
wine.
So you see whenever he does this little dance, what time it is, ladies. So you
Y'all
know
know
what
it's
time it is.
gong time.
Well, here he is taking the stage live Next Sound Studio. It is to Morenito with 5:25 a.m. We'll be back.
Tu morenito. Son las 5 de la mañana, estoy pensando en ti. Estoy pensando en las cosas que te hacen reír. Mi corazón, baby, tú sabes, no te va a mentir. No te va a mentir, baby. Son las 5 de la mañana, estoy pensando en ti. Estoy pensando en las cosas que te hacen reír. Mi corazón, baby, tú sabes, no te va a mentir. No te va a mentir, baby. Son las 5:25, estoy aquí pensando y estos pensamientos no me dejan superarme de ti. Esta vaina, no te miento, no me deja vivir. Tampoco puedo dormir, baby. Y no le pare que el príncipe tuyo soy yo. Vamos a repetir lo que entre nosotros pasó. No hay que decirle a nadie, esto se queda entre tú y yo. Pero el problema que tenemos es que tu corazón está rompido, pero la curita soy yo. Está dolido y no fui yo quien lo rompió. Lo hago mío y le doy todo mi calor que necesita y que necesito yo. Yo te sorprendo con mi talento de conocerte por afuera y por adentro. Me dice que no está brava y tú en el asiento. Dime lo que tú quieras, pero tu cuerpo a mí me dice cuando estamos bien o cuando estamos mal. O mami, cuando tú me dices que te va a mojar. Mami, contigo yo quiero llegar hasta el final, pero no te me vires que yo quiero conquistar.
Son las 5 de la mañana, estoy pensando en ti.
Con la
Estoy
palma, mi
pensando
gente.
en las cosas que te hace reír. Mi corazón, baby, tú sabes, no te va a mentir. No te va a mentir, baby.
Que son las 5 de la mañana, estoy pensando en ti. Estoy pensando en la cosa que te hace reír. Mi corazón, baby, tú sabes, no te va a mentir.
No te va a mentir,
Dice
baby.
que son las 5 de la mañana y de ti yo tengo ganas. Mi corazón, mami, no me deja mentir. Estaba pensando en ti, lo que te hace venir, eso me hace reír, baby. Son las 5:25, mi corazón no me deja olvidarte y por eso tengo ganas de ti. De ponerte en posiciones y ahí tenés razones. Singamos emociones, baby, at the beach. Te como abajo el sol pa' quitarte ese calor. Abajo el agua es mejor, no grabamos hito. A me paso de sirena, muevo lo que tiene arena y lo que me tiene despierto es que la mamita más buena. Son las 5 de la mañana, estoy pensando en ti. Estoy pensando en la cosa que te hace reír. Mi corazón, baby, tú sabes, no te va a mentir. No te va a mentir, baby. Que son las 5 de la mañana, estoy pensando en ti. Estoy pensando en la cosa que te hace reír. Mi corazón, baby, tú sabes, no te va a mentir. No te va a mentir, baby. Son las 5 de la mañana.
Studio audience, let's give it up one more time for Morenito, y'all. He is definitely a vibe tonight. And if you've enjoyed the music that you've heard from him tonight, make sure you check out all of Morenito's music on any streaming platform available out there. And if you've enjoyed us tonight, don't forget to tune in next week where we'll have another super dope independent music artist taking the stage live. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Leni, Sydir, and it has been my pleasure hosting tonight. Now, here's to Morenito along with Will to discuss tonight's closing track. We'll see y'all again next week. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
And the final song that you performed here live is Yo No Sé.
Yo no sé.
Yo No Sé. So let's talk a little bit about the lyrics of that song, and it kind of talks about falling for someone unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about the story behind that romance.
That song was definitely inspired by my personality, by who I am. You know, I feel like sometimes, alright, you ever got hit with love so true, so good to be true, that you be like, I don't know. And then you just try to, dissect it and you try to pick at everything just because you feel like, yo, that's too much love for me to handle. I feel like that's what that song was inspired by. You know, I could fall in love with your person. I could fall in love with your personality. I could fall in love with what you do for me. But I feel like if you show me more love than what I was shown growing up, then that's kind of too much for me, to be honest. And it kind of makes me kind of run away from it. But you know, now as I grow up into my adult ages, I run to it. You know, everything that I feel like I'm most scared of, I run to it. And you know, that song Track Star, I feel like that was me for a long time. Like, I'd be like, oh my God, you know, oh, I like you, or whatever, who, doc, and you can't find me nowhere. But now, I feel like it's that time for me to walk into love and to present myself to love. And listen, there's never no love lost, so what's the worst? Somebody walk out, that's your blessing. And God showed you what he needs to show you, and then that's it.
So is that what you mean when you talked about you came into my life and I crowned it? You can say it in Spanish. I did the English translation of that. So if you want to say what it is in Spanish.
La vuelta era llegarte y la coroné. So yeah.
What he said right there.
Yeah. You know, because also too, I feel like that lyric is so important because it's what brings you back in. You know, like in my day-to-day now, like I start to write things down because writing things down helped me stay focused. You know, so la vuelta era llegate la coroné is the initiative thought. You know, like, oh, I want to fall in love. I'm willing to give love a chance. I'm willing to give it a try. But it's too good for me now. I'm treating myself out my own blessing. So it's like, nah, la vuelta era llegate. It's just something to remind me. Like, that's like my slogan, like, can. Like, it is what it is. I said what it said. La vuelta era llegate y la coroné. You know, which it also gives me, as a man, it gives you like that ego. Because it's like, listen, when you see a bad thing, a bad John, she cooking for you, she cleaning for you, she do it all for you. And you like, all for me? La coroné. La vuelta la coroné. So that's what that is.
Okay, and so let's talk a little bit about what can we see for you in the future. Do you have like album, EP plans coming up? What are we doing? What kind of collection are we putting together?
I feel like for the future, I have to be real realistic with myself. For the future, I'm going to just say I'm going to give all of me. You know, I feel like I have a amazing support system. You know, I'm getting recognized slowly as projects goes with different collabs and networking and so on and so forth. But one thing I feel like I've never gave myself the chance was to really do things and put myself all out. You know, because I'm thinking of the next I'm thinking of the next project, or you know, family issues is going on, so you can't live in the moment. And I feel like no matter what happens, life is gonna always be life, whether it's something good going on or something bad. I owe it to me and I owe it to my family, and now I owe it to my son to be active, to be real with myself, and to be in a full effect. So that's what the future is gonna come. Yeah, more music, more photo shoots, more collabs, more acting gigs, more everything. I'm a sponge for life. I like to do everything. But this time around, it's gonna be me in full effect and giving the true me.
One more thing before we let you take the stage. So this song talks a little bit about kind of like falling in love in secrecy, like this secret thing going. So let's talk a little bit about a secret of a secret that you might have with falling in love with somebody, maybe somewhere you never thought you would have, or some type of little secret that got us saying, Yo no sé.
Yo no sé. Listen, I know for sure that the new a secret relationship is the new public relationship. You know, social media made everything so rushed and make you feel like you gotta post and you gotta, and when in all reality, the only thing that we all want is peace. Somebody to love on. You don't got it like all the limelight. Let that be a plus. Let that be something that, all right, let's go out to the club now. Ooh, oh my God, you know, everything else. When we home, it's home. It's our sanctuary. It's us building our empire. You know, so that's my answer for that.
Well, here he is taking the stage once again, live here tonight at Next Sound Studio. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to tune in again next week where we'll have another dope independent music artist taking the stage. Thank you for those at home. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. Here he is taking the stage one more time. To Morenito with Yo No Sé. We'll be back.
Y este con la última, mi gente. Hey. Canca. Oye, mami, yo no sé. La vuelta era llegar, te la coroné. Estoy enamorado y quiero saber si tú te sientes como me siento también. Mami, yo no sé. La vuelta era llegar, te la coroné. Estoy enamorado y quiero saber si tú te sientes como me siento también. No sé. Yo no sé, mami chula, yo no sé. Tengo sed de tu cuerpo, de amarte secreto y lamberte completa, baby. Me mandaste a hacer brujería el otro día pa' ver si caía pa' ti. Tu perfume me deja mi loco, de tanto desearte estoy loco. Y me conozco, la fruta en ti, mami chula, la exploto. Pero yo no sé, mami, yo no sé. La vuelta era llegaste y la coroné. Y ahora estoy pa' ti, dime qué es lo que es. Necesito que la audiencia me haga una bulla. Tú supiste, mami. Tu morenita. Por la mañana cuando sale el sol, abro los mensajes pa' ver si me respondió. Una foto a mí me mandó tocándose todita en su ropa interior. Buenos días, amor. Quiero sentir tu calor. Dice que soy su morenito, su favorito sabor. Buenos días, amor. Quiero sentir tu calor. Dice que soy su morenito, su favorito sabor. Yeah. No sé. Yo no sé. Mami chula, yo no sé. No sé. Yo no sé. Mami chula, yo no sé. No, mami, yo no sé. La vuelta era llegar, te la coroné. Estoy enamorado. Ayúdenme con este chico, la última dice. Mami, yo no sé. La vuelta era llegar, te la coroné. Estoy enamorado y quiero saber si tú te sientes como me siento también. No, yo no sé. Dígale, mi gente, yo no sé. No sé. Yo no sé. Tu morenito. Dice. Tengo sed de tu cuerpo, de amarte y secreto y lamberte completa, baby. Me mandaste a hacer brujería el otro día pa' ver si caía pa' ti. Tu morenita.
Cause Next Sound Studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands up all night. Bring your A game this time. Cause Next Sound Studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands up all night.